What is up, everyone, and welcome back to the Lakehouse DLC. We are currently in the Lakehouse. We're terrified. We're on this painter's level, and there's definitely something out there, and I'm terrified right now. So we're gonna jump back into it. We're trying to get this one weapon, and then we also need to find higher clearance. But we're just gonna get back into it. Okay, here we go. Back out. I want to see if this is going to be. Oh, it is working. Nice.
First off, a huge thank you to everyone here. The Lakehouse has made amazing strides in researching the AWE here at Cauldron Lake. Great work, team. I wanted to come in person so I could check in on the latest work. I won't get in the way. It's not our view, so no reason to be scared. Do you hear that, Dr. Marmot? While I'm here, I want to focus on the relationship between the shadow and the AWE site below the lake. The theory that the shadow even originates from the dimension this threshold is tapping into is compelling. Eventually, I want to understand how this dimension manages to convert subjective elements like art into objective reality. What are the constraints of this phenomenon? Can it, say, create altered items or even objects of power simply by manifesting them via a piece of art? These are the things we need to know to accurately classify the shadow. I mean, that name is not very scientific.
The shadow.
Who came up with that? Shadow. So, any and all proposals are welcome. Anything testing art's effect on reality by using the shadow's energy is preferred. To find answers, we'll first need a lot of data. No wrong answers. And when I return to the oldest house, I'll take back anything we end up with to run against a classified project called Hedron to build a comparative data set. I wish I could tell you more. It's a very, very exciting non-physical forces impacting. No, sorry, I really can't. It is. You know what? Maybe some of you can come visit. We'll have to get you clearance, of course, but maybe that can. You know what? I don't want to take the entire day talking. So, the shadow represents a whole new area of research, and I couldn't be more excited to start digging in. It is a great new world, people.
I miss those. Oh. I think I'm letting something out. I don't know. I definitely. I mean, that was not what I was expecting that to do. I was hoping it would turn on more lights. Let me panic saving every 10 seconds. Oh, is this computer working? I read this, right? Oh, yeah, okay. I'm like terrified right now. Attention, missing black rock. Attention all staff, there's a significant amount of black rock missing from sub-level 5. I expect there is a misunderstanding and someone has taken it to another floor by mistake. If you did this, respond to this message and we'll fix the problem. Black rock is precious material. We only have so much of it now with the oldest house being closed. Well, we know who has it. Perry, do not release any of those pages. Tell Diana and those fools on Project Arbutus that we misplaced them. An unfortunate filing accident. Tell them we are confident the pages will resurface in 2 to 3 weeks, but we are too busy making progress to look for them right now. Be sure you say that we are making progress, just as I wrote above. So they're on two different... Okay. So this is where it gets tricky when you have two heads of research that happen to be married and now are not communicating. This is so... awkward. From H. Kingston to staff. Hello, a gentle reminder that nut allergies are a serious health issue and making light of them is not appropriate workplace behavior for anyone of any seniority level. Bringing nuts to the office is a health risk and should be avoided for everyone's safety. Thank you. Someone must have a really bad nut allergy here. J. Moore to staff. Hello, to celebrate the arrival of fall, I have brought a variety of seasonal pies from the local diner you all seem to love so much. The members of the Project Ramnus can come enjoy them in the lobby near my office. All their staff should visit the other Dr. Marmon's office to see if she brought... What? Like, look at this. Like, what the heck? Also, despite the ridiculous dramatics of last year, I've purchased the delicious pecan-filled pies. Happy fall, Dr. Jules Marmon. Damn, like, I don't know. He seems like... This makes it seem like he's against her. Like, damn. What the heck? Can't see what that note says. But I'm, like, really curious. What does it say? I can't read it. I don't like when I leave a door and it's, like, game saving. Yeah, because you're about to murder me. I don't know what moved out here. God. Man, the elevator's still gone. I don't think I was done here anyways. I hear something slithering around. Oh, look.
If you can understand me, I am an agent of the Federal Bureau of Control. I can assist you if you take no hostile action against me or any action that can be perceived as hostile. Nothing works.
Nothing works. I don't know, that was terrifying. I don't know what to do. I guess just avoid them. Oh, they're coming out of the freaking walls. Okay. Stay calm. Stay calm. Okay, we're just going to change and hope that this does something. Definitely caused another one to come out, that's for sure. Okay, we just gotta be cool. Level 2 clearance. So that blocks that. Okay, I see. How many versions are there? Can I do it again? So that opens that. Is it only these two then? I'm guessing so. You know, maybe I'll come back to this floor. Because I don't want to be here.
What the fuck were those things?
I don't want to know. They look like colorful Slendermen.
Deep breaths.
That's what I'm saying.
1, 2.
My light didn't work against them. I'm still looking for like security clearance too, which is great.
You never really get used to the shit you see in this job,
To
but
that effect.
you can learn techniques to adjust, to function. Take 6 deep breaths, then get to work. Find the source, collapse the threshold.
Yes. We got a lot to do on our hands.
Sir, please hold. Please hold.
Now where am I?
Please hold. Please hold.
What is that?
Sounds like it's in pain.
You can understand me. I'm an agent of the Federal Bureau of Control. I can assist you if you take no hostile action against me or any action that can be perceived as hostile. Do you understand?
What in the heck?
Well, I'll be damned.
Yeah.
So what kind of entity are you? You can speak. That means you probably imprinted on a person or retained some of your former self's information. Previously human, maybe? Okay, I can work with that. I just had an unpleasant encounter with some other painted individuals. Any relation?
1,000 paintings use crude.
What does that mean?
Paint no brush, a self-portrait.
Okay.
Getting really angry.
Hey, calm down.
Fire in his eyes and hands and bones.
You need to cease all hostility right now. Bad news. That thing is really pissed off. Good news. It didn't try to kill me.
Great.
Okay, baby steps. Angry living paintings are not typically on the Cauldron Lake bingo card.
Yeah.
Something different was happening at the Lakehouse, and I couldn't let it escape. Bright Falls didn't need this particular cherry on its already shitty sundae.
Sublevel 3.
What,
This
3?
isn't the floor I wanted. An elevator.
That's what I'm saying. Page development. Okay. Oh, a bloody hand. Lovely. The music is so creepy. Let me in. Refinement process, ATD, output and calibration. The automated typing device, ATD, will produce writing mimicking that of Alan Wake, known para-utilitarian, with the goal of affecting reality with the same consistency as Mr. Wake's writings. To reach this level of authenticity, each page produced by the ATDs must be evaluated and graded based on its similarity to Wake's original style. The pages will be graded using the following criteria: comprehensibility. The most basic of criteria, the page must use language and develop stories in an understandable, organic way. Style, the page must accurately mimic the typical style of Wake's writings, using pages in the Lakehouse's possession as reference. Tone, the page must accurately mimic the typical tone in Wake's writings, using pages in the Lakehouse possession as reference. Content, The page must accurately mimic the typical content in Wake's writings. Once pages are graded, they will be fed into the algorithm as preferred reference material, thus continuously refining the writing produced by the ATDs until they can produce near identical stories to Alan Wake. Once that is achieved, we will provide instructions to the ATD on what to write, effectively gaining control of Wake's ability to link the Shadow's power. But then they found out they need emotion. If it's a machine doing it, there's no emotion into it, right? So it wouldn't even work. I mean, good theory though. But without the emotion, nothing's gonna be happening.
Rudolph Lane stood back from the canvas. He didn't recognize the piece. Did he paint this? His mind was foggy, unfocused. He knew the Marmots were putting something in his food. A man in a white coat came to steer Lane back to his cell. He did not resist. He was too tired. He lay on the bed, but the stench in his cell wouldn't let him sleep. An acid stink. The turpentine. The paint. It was all over him. Years of it. 1,000 paintings. 1,000 more to come. A putrid weight he could never wash away. Cold hate simmered below the mist clogging his thoughts. Hatred for the paint. Hatred for the brushes. For the Marmots.
Emotion. Strong emotion. And that's probably what caused all of this to come to life. Words per sentence, WP's max 12, minimum 1, average 6.72. Co-heads, 1 word or 2. Is co-heads 1 word or 2? Contains dialogue, clipped phrasing, third person omniscient, broad timeline. Story concepts, Mormons, FBC Lakehouse, conflict, water, arc. Ooh.
Diana and Jules Marmont had once been a team. Rising stars in the Bureau, both talented in their own way. Diana innovated and Jules got funding from the bureaucrats. Cooperation led to respect. Connection. Then after a decade of hard work, the happy couple were promoted. Co-heads of research. Their first years at the Lakehouse were good. Challenging, but not insurmountable. Not for them. Gradually, thoughts fell into their heads like drops of dark water. Why does she get all the credit? Why does he get any credit? With that, a crack formed in the Lakehouse.
Power struggle.
The Marmonts and their work became arrogant, erratic. The crack widened and the water seeped in.
And who knows if they're already being affected by pages like this, you know? Like, this could have affected them or be affecting them. Character-centric Lane. And, oh yeah, so wasn't, hold on. Phrasing. Story concept, Rudolph Lane, paint, odor, Marmons, hate, conflict. Yeah, Rudolph Lane, I'm pretty sure that was the painter that we saw at the Cauldron Lake Lodge.
September 12, 2023. Notes regarding the page of an Alan Wake manuscript I found in the archives. I checked the records, and this page is not in our inventory. I believe it manifested inside the Lakehouse directly. I won't be filing this page. It'll just send Jules into a panic. The page is written in Wake's usual style, so I can't say for certain if it's being literal or figurative when it calls us monsters. But what's interesting is that the page indicates that a painting succeeded in linking Cauldron Lake's threshold with our facility. Writing has always been the clearly superior avenue of research, but I never considered that the writing itself would dictate a different art form as the catalyst for our success. I cannot accept that. I can't allow Jules to stumble his way into success. Not after the years of work I put into this research. I got word yesterday that 2 writers are visiting Bright Falls. I will beat Jules to the finish line.
Jesus. Oh my god, they're so volatile, both of them. Organizational update. Moving forward, research at the Lakehouse will be divided into 2 distinct projects. Project X, codename Arbutus, will focus on studying the writing of Alan Wake with Dr. Diana Mormont, or Marmont, I keep wanting to say Mormont because of Game of Thrones, serving as project director, and Project C, codename Ranmus, will focus on studying Lane and his work with Dr. Jules Marmont serving as project director. So yeah, they had 2 different ones, but it's kind of funny because the writing is basically telling her that they have to work together and that his research will be the catalyst that gets in. Don't you just think that's just gonna be so great? Staff will soon be notified regarding their project assignment and any required desk changes. Your patience is requested during this reorganization. This is a confidential facility matter and is not to be discussed with external agents or teams. If you have any questions, please contact me directly. Harry Kingston has to be like the one involved in all this. That sucks. They're just arguing constantly. While the plot thickens. Oh nice, a shelter. Why is the music so intense right now? Can it calm down? It's freaking me out. Oh.
Had let the lake in, but the water could not flow. It became trapped, stagnant, went bad. The truth was controlled here. The art was not art, just content for the experiment. There was a crack in the lake house. The Marmonts had let the lake in, but the water could not flow. It became trapped, stagnant, went bad. The truth was controlled here. The art was not art, just content for the experiment.
Mm-hmm. Oh, nothing. Output. Is this how many pages they're outputting?
There was a crack
week?
in the lake house.
That's crazy.
Marmonts had let the lake in, but the
And
water
yet it
could
probably
not
did
flow.
nothing, huh?
It became trapped, stagnant, went bad.
Whoa.
Typewriters. Please don't let this be what I think it is. As you know by now, typewriters and Cauldron Lake do not mix. And a room full of them all clacking away? 100% bad news.
Yeah, but I don't think it would actually do anything. Hold on. Let me change. The music is so loud. Hold on. It's a little too loud for me. Do that. I still have level 2. I need to find clearance level 2 as soon as possible, that's for sure. I will take a flare, that's for sure. Nice. Do not copy Wake manuscript pages. Interesting. What happened? Now I'm curious. Progress report. Typewriter brand investigation. Investigations into the precise brand and model of a typewriter used by Alan Wake with the intent to use this particular brand for redacted and the ATDs continues to be unsuccessful. Sources contacted with discretion. Wake's publishing house. Result. No useful information. Wake's agent refused to discuss client matters. Wake's spouse refused to discuss. Link. No useful information. Checked all available online interviews, publications, element pertaining to Alan Wake. Result. No useful information. The relevant team will continue to explore alternative sources of information. The ATDs will continue to be operated with the available typewriters until Wake's preferred brand is known. Theoretically, replicating Alan Wake's style of writing via the same brand typewriter used by the author shall yield optimal results. The project director has indicated that a similar investigation should be launched into the brand and type of ink used in Wake's typewriter. Oh, interesting. So many. This is so unnecessary. See, but like, wouldn't you need the same conditions, like putting him in the same cabin? Again, there's not the emotion aspect of it, which was clearly needed, which is probably why these paintings are coming to life. Just checking every desk. I doubt it'll show anything, but you know, it's still good to look around. It's the pacer test. Conference room. This room. Maintenance and repair. Wait, what is? Put in 1% effort today.
2018. Notes regarding Dr. Emil Hartman,
Ooh.
founder of the Cauldron Lake Lodge, where he manipulated artists in an attempt to control the power of the shadow. I've gone through his notes, which were confiscated by the Bureau after his arrest in 2010. Overall, Hartman's work was sloppy. Complete disregard for proper scientific method. But he was brave enough to try something we haven't. Our procedural writing machines are promising, but we could understand the effects of Cauldron Lake's threshold much better by observing live artists in action. Thanks to Hartman, we even have a list of prospects. Next step is to send Dr. Darling a request to bring some into the Lakehouse for analysis.
And that's where the other page that we had read about kids coming up with this idea that they're stealing people came from. Project Arbutus. Research notes, content of Wake manuscript. We have begun to find pages from the manuscript very likely written by Alan Wake, prior utilitarian, and suspect in the past cases involving Cauldron Lake, AWE. Though I do not like to bring myself or my biases into the work, I must do so here to address the matter being examined as reference for any future readers. I am Dr. Diana Marmont, co-head of research at the Lakehouse facility. The page we recently found summarizes my life with Jules Marmont, husband and co-researcher. It has turned us into characters for its story, making generalizations and assumptions that I must attempt to evaluate without emotion or prejudice. The accuracy of the writing is intriguing. It reports our past in the Bureau, but also details inner thoughts that an outside recorder would have no way of knowing. Jules and I have indeed been having more and more interpersonal conflict this past year. This raises many questions. How does Wake, whenever he is writing get his information, or was the page itself determining these emotions and events? I cannot believe that the scope of Wake's ability goes so far as to have dictated my entire career at the FBC. And if it did, would it matter? Even if a person knew their life was being driven by an external force, would it change their nature, their behavior, their personality? My disagreements with Jules are not sudden shifts in personality, but rather a growing resentment. I firmly believe that, though I have no evidence to prove it, which brings me to a new research query for our team. What methodology can one use to prove that their actions, their mind, their love, and animosity are theirs to control? That's what I'm saying. Like, it could be just the writing affecting them, right? But there has to be some truth. So maybe they were arguing for some time, and then he can use that and twist that into his story to make it real, to make this division. Nothing up. Yes. I didn't think they were gonna open. Man, I want this level 2. Reminds me of playing Control. I'll be back, I guess. Hey, why is the paint in here? Oh. We're still on level 3. Oh, she's like writing on here. Need to get to sub-level 5. Lakehouse W. What are they researching? Using art and experiments. Using artists. Project Randomness led by J. Marmont. Balls paint paintings. Rudolph Lane. Subject P. Printer. Para-utilitarian. Forced paint. Living painting. Altered entity. Transformed person. She's putting like little notes. I see. That's cute. I like that.
Shit.
Oh.
I never say no to extra firepower.
That's what I'm talking about. Looky. What the hell is that noise?
Huh. Back where I started.
I was gonna say, I was like, hurry back here.
Spatial recurrence.
You would
Usually observes the law of 3.
see through the spatial reoccurrence. Anything different? No.
This contrived overlap rebounded on itself, compressing, compounding, reflecting, and refracting. An urban legend and a murder in constant imbalance. Cause and effect hopelessly tangled. Arranged wrong, the dream logic flawed, the feedback loop doubled and redoubled out of control. The pressure kept building, looking for release. This contrived overlap rebounded on itself, compressing, compounding, reflecting, and refracting. An urban legend and a murder in constant
Started initial findings. Edward Franklin Booker. Born in New York, currently resides in New York, married to Tamitha Booker. No known children or dependents. No paracriminal affiliations found. Located in Bright Falls, Washington as of. Writer and director of a 5-stage plays unsuccessful. Confirmed artist designation Arthur playwright. Disclaimer: background investigation performed in a very short amount of time per instructions. As a result, the information contained in this report is not comprehensive and possibly erroneous. Initial findings report: Tamitha Madison Booker. Born in Atlanta, Georgia, currently resides in New York, married to Edward Franklin Booker. No known children or dependents. No paracriminal affiliations found. Located in Bright Falls, Washington. Author of 3 commercially successful true crime books. First publication was a poetry collection, unsuccessful. Confirmed artist designation Arthur poet. Disclaimer: background investigations performed in a very short amount of time per instruction. As a result, okay. Interesting. Duh. The Bookers. I was like, who are these people? It's all coming together.
The shadow is here. Good thing you brought a flashlight.
What is going on? Why was it so hard to break? Ow, I didn't even see him. It's so hard to see. Okay. Never mind.
The shadow is here. Good thing I brought a flashlight.
Look at that bullshit. It tracks. Jesus Christ. What a waste of damn ammo. Doesn't seem like he needs to be... Yeah, he doesn't. Okay. Well, he doesn't have darkness around him.
Some staff down there had been corrupted. Shit just kept getting worse.
Clearly. Anything different in here? Not seeing anything. Still don't have level 2, which is just great. No, this is just my level 1 card. Man, I don't have the most freaking things. I even sometimes, like, when I'm aiming and I decide to use a flashlight, it won't work. For some reason, like, it won't break the darkness around them. Like, it has to be, like, you not locked on and then pressing it for some reason. I don't understand. Let me in. You know, I wonder. Damn it, okay. Didn't think so. Oh, please give me literally everything. Oh, thank you. Everything's reloaded. Nothing else in here? Okay. Oh. More stuff. I'll take it. Now I'm like, wait a moment. Must check everywhere. Uh-huh. Nice. That noise. Okay, I think I got everything. I'm glad I looked around. That gave me more batteries, gave me more ammo. Pretty good, pretty good. I'll take it. Laws of 3. Hello? Just stay calm. Breathe in. Breathe out. Getting more and more unhinged. Are these different?
Rudolph Lane stood back from the canvas. He didn't recognize the piece. Did he paint this? His mind was foggy, unfocused. He knew the Marmots were putting something in his food. A man in a...
Just double checking.
Loop 3. should be the last one.
Okay, I do have... I actually want to switch
I keep
this.
coming back to this page. The author's clearly awake. It's like he's warning us. But about what? I mean, what does it mean? This page scared Jules away from the work on Wake's writing. A coward can't stand risk. But science is risk. For me, this is proof that we are going in the right direction. I just need Rudolph Lane's paintings to lead to more pages so that hopefully one day we can understand.
Interesting. Very
I keep coming back to this
interesting.
page. The author's clearly awake. It's like he's warning us. But about what? I mean, what does it mean?
Save part 3. Oh look. This is always here. Or are you new? I don't know. Okay, let's get back into it. I'm guessing this one's gonna be even more infested with enemies. Which is great, I guess.
Coming back to this page.
Whoa.
Author's clearly awake.
This is way bigger.
He's warning us. But
No, let's just run.
What is that?
It's an overlap. It almost looks like. Yeah, that looks like the overlap.
Ugh, locked. Maybe there's another way in.
The other door. Nice. Why did I turn off the lights?
Controllable shifting phenomena.
Okay, I guess it's fine.
Won't open without power.
Okay. So then we unlock this door. Okay. And now this door will unlock. Oh. Once I put my card to it. Oh wait, this is gonna take the power off. Hold on. Before I do that. Hold on. Is it safe out here? Nothing tried to attack me. I like full sprinted down there because I was mortified. I did not want to get... Oh, Jesus. Oof. Okay, don't go in there. Okay, the music's kind of creeping me out. Is it safe or not? I don't know. I'm too scared. This is so tense right now. I'm just looking for batteries. Give me batteries. None of them look broken or have anything that would suggest a little... The noise is so fucking creepy. I hate it so much. Okay, let me just take this really quick. Hold on. It's my box. Okay, they made little small ones. Because the big ones are massive. Okay, perfect. Nothing else over there? Nope. Then I take this one. What the hell? It's safe. With these pipes just leaking water. Great situation here. Not a hazard at all. Okay, now both of these are on. Now if I do this. Okay. Why is the music so freaking creepy? I hate it. I'm like so creeped out right now. Oh, look, it's fixed now. Nice. Crisis averted. Oh, it's you.
You again. What happened to you? Did the people here do this to you?
Hormones. Born out of rage and anger.
You said marmots before. Do they do this? Where are they now? Tell me where they are. Christ.
Great. Okay. You know.
It's fixated on the marmots. What did they do?
That little bubble, text bubble right there. Can I go back to 2?
A threshold is the connection between a foreign reality and our own. Now, they all have their own rules, strange as they are, but the further down I went, the more chaotic this one got. Clearly, this was the Cauldron Lake threshold, but something was wrong. Well, more wrong than usual.
Yep, and it seems that the Marmons were a big cause for it.
Sublevel.
Level-wide lockdown in effect.
Hey, we made it to 2. Holding an observation.
Level-wide lockdown in effect. Please remain calm.
Oh, whoa. Hey. What you doing in there? Oh. Everyone got taken here.
Won't open while the floor's on lockdown.
Okay, we gotta get it out of lockdown, which is just lovely because of how many there are. I'm sure it'll be safe for us to do that and not die. 3. Get in there. Oh, Office Project Arbutus. Office Project Ramnus. Oh, that's funny. Vandalized text 0. Oh my. 0% effort today. That's funny. We're so gonna bring this out of lockdown. And I don't want to do it. Because that sounds like hell. There's so many of them in there. But there's probably so much juicy information in there as well. And look around a little more. Nice. We'll definitely take that. Oh. Ooh, and that. Nice. That's a lot.
Oh, there's the elevator. How do I get in?
Oh, great. Rain. Rain. A bathroom. Hey, it's not on lockdown. Incredible. Check all the stalls. Why can I come in here? Another. Oh, that's security. That's fine. Okay, so that's what's going on there. Oh. Oh. What's going on down here? Subjects writing must feature darkness, water, marmots, the Lakehouse, conflict. Did anyone explain any of this to him? Yeah, is he kept in the dark by this? You know what's great? Working together. Retrieval order. Acquisition team is hereby approved to acquire additional research subjects for the ongoing study related to Project Arbutus at the Lakehouse facility. Prioritize outcomes as ordered below. Both subjects brought to the Lakehouse for study. Tamitha Booker. Her work is more commercially successful, thus more likely to yield results based on proven cases. Edward Booker, less successful than Tamitha, but theater is more widely recognized as art than true crime novels. Observe the subjects at a distance, only move to acquire if the opportunity arises. Under no circumstances can this operation draw the attention of local law enforcement. Signed, Diana Mormont. Snatching more people. Jules, this is from Jay Watterson to O'Craig. Jules just sent me a memo asking us to spy on his wife's project. Remember when we just made fun of his stupid project names in science factoids? Simpler times. He really did that? Diana's gonna slit his throat if she finds out. Those two are such a hot mess. I got drinks with Perry last night and he told me that Jules is withholding wake pages from Diana's team. He told her that they went missing. Crazy shit. Paula mentioned you two were thinking about asking for a transfer. You'd really leave me here all alone? We can have weekly gossip calls, promise. Initial review. The Booker's writing. The first piece of content produced by the subject is severely disappointing. It is not remotely similar to the content to the wake pages we provided as reference. Why is it so focused on my marriage? Why is Jules the protagonist? Why is it set in an actual lakeside cabin, and what is happening at the end? What the hell is in the sky? Interesting. So this is Booker's writing. Booker's writing. Okay, interesting. Did anyone brief Booker about the concepts he has to write about? The Lakehouse, the shadow. We need him to match Wake's style exactly. It's not going to work if he has no clue what he's writing about. We need to get this sorted. We need progress now. Why isn't he taking this seriously? When I spoke to him, he thought I was an actor. I want him to understand how serious we are, whatever it takes. But I feel like that'd be better if you don't let him know. And let the creative juices flow with the real emotions. Assignment. Continue the story from page ID AW002. Match the tone, style, and content as closely as possible. The crack was an emotional one. A line right through their marriage, their foundation, their lake house. These thoughts and more flooded Jules' mind as he stared out through the lakeside cottage's window. The sun was setting on a stormy day. Rain, heavy clouds hung low, weighed down with the burden of purpose. Diana sat in her favorite desk chair, staring out across the lake's rippling surface. He watched the breeze catch her acorn hair. As if sensing his gaze, she turned her head. Jules looked away, flustered, then annoyed with himself for letting her affect him this way. He grabbed the bottle of red wine, poured himself a generous serving, and he kept pouring, his mind distracted by thought. How did we get here? They had been at the lab running an experiment. Then they were here. Why? He remembered thinking that a break from the lab would give them space to reconnect, to mend the crack, but he couldn't remember even leaving. Wine was flowing over the rim of his cup, though he didn't even notice. He put down the bottle and scanning the lake. A faint shimmer hung in the air on the far side of the lake, like a light hitting glass, the sort of thing you only noticed if you were looking for it. He felt like he had seen something like this before, but where? Jules. Diana's cry snapped Jules back into the present. She was staring up at the sky in panic. A deep shadow crept across the deck. Jules ran to the door, to his wife. So this is what the Bookers wrote, I'm guessing. Interesting.
Finally, someone who isn't a painting.
Oh my god!
Hey, hello. Who are you?
Sorry, got a flow going. Can we do this later?
No, we cannot. I'm Agent Kieran Estevez. I'm with the government and I need your name.
I'm Ed Booker, the playwright. And I'm hitting my stride here, so can you guys stop with all that banging and screaming? It's throwing me off.
Where do you think you are right now?
In an immersive writing workshop.
Well, bad news, it's not a writing workshop. Good news, it's not a writing workshop.
Right. It's a government facility studying the power of creativity. That makes way more sense.
Look around you. How is this a workshop?
You have to stay in character. I get that. I'm in the theater business too. And look, the sets, the costumes, all great in that, you know, campy, 70s sci-fi kind of way. But you could dial down the role-playing like 15, 20%. Just some professional advice.
What are you even doing? What are you writing?
Well, after you all abducted me in the woods, I've been working on this manuscript you gave me because you need it for some experiment or something. I kind of forget the premise. But, you know, I've had this block lately, and filling in the gaps of this story has really loosened me up. Copying the style is a nice constraint, but I still have lots of room to play. It's a solid creative exercise.
Sir, whether you are aware of it or not, there is a situation here.
They literally are having to sell.
In your cell until I can resolve the matter, okay?
Uh-huh, got it. Hey, no one's been around with food for a while. I could go for some dinner when you have a second. Oh, and can I get my phone back? I want to call my wife. I don't know how Tammy found you guys, but she killed it. 5 stars all around.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
When was the last time you ate? Do you know? Now I'm worried. They better be fucking feeding you.
Shadow monsters represent capitalism, which means the flashlight is the power of the artist. Sheer creativity tearing through the shadowy cloak of corporate cookie-cutter bullshit. Killer metaphor.
If you're on that side, does that mean Tammy's on this side?
I wonder what happened here.
I can't paint
Oh,
anymore.
no.
I know you want me to paint.
Rudolph Lane.
I can't. I'm empty. Rudolph, no. You love to paint. And you are such a talent. This is just the classic artist slump. No. No, I hate it. It's just taking from me now. When can I leave?
Oh,
You said you'd let me leave.
this is so sad.
Rudolph, but you volunteered to come, remember? We are helping you, like Dr. Hartman did. Perhaps you need to see our doctor? I can arrange that. No, that's... I am feeling better. Much better.
He's afraid they're gonna put something in him again.
I will paint
Aww.
This is wonderful to hear.
This is so sad.
I knew you would come back to your old self.
This sounds so evil. Subject condition report. Background information. Rudolph Lane has shown a decline in painting over the past several months. Initially, this presented an increase in resistance, frequently declining requests to work. However, given time and pressure, subject would always relent. Subject's attitude toward art has also undergone a change recently. He is disinterested in his work, quickly becoming frustrated and sometimes even damaging or destroying the piece before it is completed. In the past few months of his work has become much more abstract, no longer showing true-to-life subjects or landscapes, but rather conceptual art that is much harder to define or categorize. Whether this is a sudden interest in abstraction was a form of rebellion, a consequence of growing resentment, or a source of genuine artist interest is unknown. Current situation. As of yesterday, subject refuses to touch his supplies. He claims he will not paint anymore. He wishes to leave. The subject's refusal has effectively halted all research while the team can continue to run tests on the backlog of paintings. They estimate that there is a little new information to gain. The subject must continue to paint its work if work is to proceed. However, the team is concerned that convincing the subject with force or coercion may only entrench him further in his position. Dr. Jules Mormon, co-head researcher and project lead, has suggested that a high dose of blank be introduced to the subject's food to cure his blank. If the subject attitude does not improve, then low doses of blank will be introduced in order to improve his compliance. Like, that's so fucked up. That's so sad. Oh.
Jules Marmont looked at the painting. He didn't understand it. Saw only random whirls of color. Drugging Lane made him more compliant, but his work had turned abstract. Jules needed more art his team could parse, could test, trial and error. These abstract explosions of color complicated the data. His grip tightened around the letter opener in his hand. The piece of art he needed was hidden inside Lane. If Jules could simply cut the painter open and pull the painting out of him, he would. The overhead lights flickered. Jules would make Lane cooperate. No more drugs. Less carrot, more stick. Jules had to go faster. He wouldn't lose to Diana. Nothing else mattered.
It's like such a evil, like, oh man. They're so conflicted against each other. They both, but it's like, is it the story or is it them? Wall removal and transport. Sub-level 2 lane cell. Ordered Marmont Jules. Work required. A section of the cell's southern wall needs to be removed and transported to sub-level 5 for analysis. Urgency high. Oh, interesting. I'm guessing he killed Rudolph. The blood spatter became the piece of art. And then they took it to analyze, I'm guessing. That's great. It's not my job to know which tools you need a concrete wall. It's your job. Important, the wall must be removed very carefully. The painting on the interior inside of the wall must not be damaged. Art, writing, painting, music, poetry, rhymes, sculptures, dancing, movies, TVs. Oh, like movies and TVs, like are they art? Theater, what about Night Springs? True. Puppets, martial arts. That's funny. Baking, knitting, speaking, rock stacking. Interesting. Bullshit chance, deals, sewing, graffiti. Yeah, graffiti might be considered art, I guess. Okay.
This is good stuff. New styles of little clip. I can work with that. Short, to the point, visual metaphors, dark imagery.
Okay, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.
We're shaded. Hope that glass is thick.
Ain't that a fact? Guessing this is locked. It just opens, that'd be funny. Yes. Thank God. Oh, well, I'm calling this one here. This whole DLC has been so intense, but I am loving it so much because it is just giving me so many vibes of Control, and I loved Control as well. I feel so bad for Rudolph Lane. It is just so sad. I'm curious if he ended up dying then, because it seems like, to that page at least, that he either wanted him to become the art piece with his blood. Like, I'm not sure if Dr. Marmont like killed him himself, or if he like started just using his own blood as the art. Like, I have no idea. I guess we'll find out. But it seems like, at least from the page, that he was going to do it. Like, Marmont was going to do it to Rudolph Lane. Hoping to find some security clearance too, though, in the next one, because there's a lot of doors I want to open. It's reminding me so much of Control, and I was like, I want to get back into this place. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Huge thanks to all my patrons. Have a nice night, everyone.